Welcome everybody to 48 Talk, episode 129. I'm your host, Rageball, as always. Joining me this time is DX Takoyakiparty on the right, Colin Johnson on the bottom right, and Derek in his lovely morning on the bottom left. Oh, time zones, they switch so
Time
much
zones,
for
yes.
Meanwhile,
Since we did daylight.
us. For Derek, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, how's the weather for you guys? Because it snowed yesterday in Tokyo, and I don't know if it's still snowing. No, it looks like it's pretty sunny out.
It's raining on our end.
Raining and windy.
Windy, lots of winds. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Chilly at
Alright.
that.
So, how's everybody doing? You know, a little jump again from last week.
Busy.
Thank you
Busy
so
little.
much, BNK48 and the Thai fans.
Yeah.
We so
Yeah,
much
what-
appreciate you guys. That's
Yes.
What is up, Thailand? My God, huh? Like,
I'm just looking at the views and it goes up and up and up and it's like
Yeah.
now it's 6,000, almost 6,000, and we have so many new subscribers. So
Oh yeah.
from
Yeah.
the bottom of my heart, from our heart maybe, it's like
Oh yeah. Everyone. Yeah.
thank you so much, and hopefully you'll join us again. And well, let's get first in then to some BNK48 talk. Is there any news on my end? Well, for my part, I'm just following Cherprang on Instagram, and so far I'm seeing that she's practicing, performing at certain
Yeah.
events, and driving.
Yeah.
That's the main
Pretty
thing
much,
I'm
it's cool.
seeing the most
Yeah.
stuff. And
That's cool.
I saw that she had short hair in like an event or like a wig or some sort. I don't know what that was, but it looked
that's
like she had
certain.
short hair, and it looked interesting.
In a suit? In a suit?
No, in just a normal outfit dress.
Yeah.
No, today she wore a lovely white flower pattern-ish dress, and I believe her hair is the same length.
Oh.
I can't remember.
Yeah, no, it's still the same length. She didn't cut it, but she had
Oh,
like
shit,
I
a.
didn't see that one.
Okay.
Or it
Sorry.
made an optical illusion that it's like a ponytail on the side.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Still,
might be.
it looked interesting, but that's currently what I see this much from BNK48. So, Colin, let's go to you on that side. What's happening in BNK48
Yeah.
world?
What's going on?
Nothing like hugely in particular. They just returned to their normal activities, I think. I haven't heard anything about their upcoming single. I hope.
Yeah. I was wondering about that actually. Was there some
I don't-
news?
I don't know if they have recorded it yet. Maybe, I'm not sure. But I hope that they will at one point. I think it's just, after the weekend of Susankyo and the Space concert, which was prelude to Susankyo,
Yeah, true.
and their Asia festival. I think they are taking it a bit slower.
A little
low
cool
down.
down period. Yeah,
The
cool down
only
period maybe.
thing maybe that something happened a while ago with Chaprong. We may have talked about it. Like something was photoshopped on a photo that she posted on social media, and I think that there was some continuation of that where she is with the police and basically making sure that the person that did that Photoshop, that very rude, disrespectful Photoshop, that he gets arrested. I don't know if that happened. I haven't heard about it yet. I only know that she had a conversation about it with people this week. I didn't pay much attention to it because the whole subject is a bit
Yeah.
Yeah, iffy, bit iffy.
yeah, iffy. I hope it gets sorted out, but I don't think that big things happen, like announcements or anything.
Any discussion from other people about the documentary that happened? So now it's mostly out there since it had its international release. You guys heard anything from other people about the documentary, or even maybe BNK48 talking about the documentary, or is it more like we'll just keep it more quiet?
Nothing per se from the members.
Not at
I've
all,
heard
actually.
people here and there saying, "Oh, I wanted to watch it, but I couldn't," or they did, and they gave like further information to me, or reinstating like certain scenes that happened and with who, because they may have remembered it better than I did.
Yeah.
But the ones that haven't seen it want to see it, and the ones that saw it, actually everyone wants the DVD pretty much.
Everyone wants the DVD, but it's not out on DVD yet. It's only theatrical at the moment, I think.
Yeah, so Derek, on your side, is there any word of the Japanese release, or is there something coming up on that, or then there's no action? Hadn't heard anything.
I haven't heard anything. But the thing is, I actually, to maybe divert just slightly, in the comments, again, the Thai fans are tremendous, and boy, are they vocal. And I love it. But we had a couple Thai fans really, and I mean really, lay it out about what's going on with BNK. In particular, from a Western standpoint or from an outsider standpoint, it looks like, oh, BNK is doing great. They're making international headlines. They're supporting everything. But somebody made a gigantic genius comment that I kind of wanted to talk about.
Oh, okay.
And basically, it's like this. First of all, apparently the management for BNK, they mean well. They're sincere. So no problem there. But they don't know what they're doing. There's a lot of stuff they're doing that isn't working for the fans. There's a little bit of rumble. But the one thing that this genius comment was made, and I was really blown away by it, was that the guy or girl, I don't know if it was guy or girl fan, said that, and they're from Thai, I believe. They said that, you know, what the problem with BNK is that they're working from the top down instead of the bottom up. And what that means is, right now BNK is hot. You know, BNK is doing great. You know, they're just plowing ahead. Yeah. But in a few years, it's gonna dissipate and not work because the problem is like there's no regional support, and the reason why this conversation was brought up is because now I guess apparently BNK is offering positions to people from Cambodia and
outside
outside of Thailand, pretty much.
Yeah, the third gen editions, it will include people from Laos, from surrounding countries.
Surrounding countries, yeah.
So I've always known Laos and Cambodia and Thailand to be maybe in a lesser flattering image is known as the Golden Triangle, which is basically like known for drugs and violence and just horrible stuff. But I don't look at Thailand like that, or Cambodia or Laos these days, because I see that there's so many great people there, so many wonderful, you know, experiences to be had there. It's like every country has its good and bad. So that's not really an issue. But the issue that I look at here is and why this is genius is that this person's absolutely right. If there were places in Thailand like BNK48, and forgive me, Thailand, I don't really know any other big cities in your country, and I'm terrible. I'm so terrible to say that, but I just don't. But like, let's say there's this other country 48, this other city 48, like NGT 48, you know, HKT 48. Then there would be a local support system where the people can have it's like our gang, like our tribe, like this is our group from our
home sports team.
Yeah, and it would sustain versus, okay, BNK represents all of Thailand at this point, but of course based in Bangkok, and as a result, yeah, it's doing good now, but can it be something where people can hold on to for a long period of time? With the home base working from bottom up, each city or whatever having like splinter cell groups, you could have that because you'll have like that hometown pride. And it made me think like, geez, I wonder if that's really true in Japan as well, because like SK, NMB, HKT, over the years we've seen dominance, we've also seen not so good stuff. And what do you guys thought about that? Like, I'm really curious what you guys thinking. I thought it was a great comment. So again, good job on the comments.
I think there is a similarity because just imagine if you compare this to sport teams, and well, you're from the US, and you just imagine how many sport teams there are in every local town, going up to then like state regional, and then bigger and bigger, and then the all of United States, right? So
let's go Pens, let's go Pens, let's go Steelers, let's go Pirates.
Yeah, basically every person who's from a certain city, they're like, let's go this sports team, local sports team, except for what was it, St. Louis? they're losing all these teams. They only have a baseball team left now, I believe.
Well, true. No, yeah.
How upset
But-
they are.
Yeah, but problem is for Thailand, I think. I don't know if it's a problem or not, but the biggest city is Bangkok with about 5.7 million people living there. The second biggest city is Nonthaburi, and it's like 270,000, which is a big,
Difference, yeah.
big difference. Yeah, so I'm not sure if regional would work.
270,000? That's the next second
Yeah.
big city? Wow.
Yeah.
And
That's
I just-
interesting.
wow, for Dutch people, that's a little different.
I just looked it up on Wikipedia, so yeah, it's more like that's quite a big gap. So I'm not sure if sister group like this, like an SKE for example, would work in Thailand. To be quite honest.
Well, we've seen this so many times before with the Sosenkyo example one this year, or last year. SKE48, you know, or not even SKE48. During Sosenkyo, we had, of course, Yeho being there live and seeing what sections of rows were there, but not just for members even, but also like everyone from HKT48 is on this side of the building. Everyone from Nagoya is on this side of the building. Namba, you get a small spot in the corner. And then you have like these VIP seats from all the Rice Money and NGT sitting over there. But this is what you're saying. There's really that support of saying, hey, this is from my part. And currently, can't believe that's way too soon, basically, but maybe BNK needs a sister group already. If you're going that.
Well, what do you guys think? I mean, could it work? I mean, like, especially if you're going to include like Cambodia and Laos and like surrounding areas, and also like regionally speaking. And again, this is where our Thai fans can educate us stupid Westerners who don't know crap about your country because it suck. And I apologize. I really do apologize that I'm not that educated to know about your country. I should. But like, is there regional differences? Like northern Thailand and southern Thailand, are they vastly different? What's the culture like? Can they support Idol in different areas? I mean, because you know, you may take a small village in Thailand who really is like the support group for, let's say, a sister group of a neighboring city by that village. I'm telling you, those fans could be the most passionate, most dedicated, the fans that everybody remembers, because they're the ones that go to all the shows and go absolutely crap nuts. They buy everything. They're the ones that are going to be posting videos, take you a time of dump trucks they're buying full of, like, you know, vote CDs. I mean, you never know. You never know. But my question is really, what do you guys think? I mean, could it work?
Yeah, put the comments down below in the comment section, and we'll be educated by you guys.
Yeah.
Yes, please let us know more about Thailand and what's the deal there. What's life like in Thailand? Like, is it split up like that? I mean, you guys know, people from Thailand. Like, tell us about your country, because now you have this huge interest in us. Got to be honest, now I got a huge interest in you, because you've been like blowing us up, and this is amazing. Same with Korea, like when Ferris 48 is going on, all the Korean fans were like, wow, like crushing us. Still interested, like still watching Korean stuff. Just today I was watching like Blackpink in the morning to like get me pumped up for today, and I was just like, Blackpink in your area, boom, and I was like, oh, Tenny's so beautiful, and it's just like, you know what I mean? Like,
I gotcha.
I love it. I'm staring here, but I really want to know.
Quick update. Quick update. That's a little side note because you said Blackpink. So currently the tickets are on sale in Netherlands for them upcoming in May. Hasn't sold out. Gee, I wonder why. Charging $166 for a ticket.
You should do it and buy it. That's a little plastic reference.
It's well, I'm gonna
way too expensive here.
I'm gonna don't. So
it's way too expensive. I like Blackpink, but €170 is way too much for concert tickets, man.
Let me give everybody that's watching from Thailand a little bit of Netherlands culture. Netherlands people are notoriously cheap. They do not like to buy expensive stuff. That's a point of pride in the Netherlands. The Orangutans, as we would say in Japan.
I currently bought a plane ticket to London, but it's the other side of London, so I still have to take a 2-hour train ride. But it's still cheaper than going to the center of London.
Exactly. You can take a direct flight. It's a little bit cheaper. I'm gonna go the other way.
Yeah, it's like let's make it more inconvenient, but I'm saving money.
Funny that you say that. My birthday is coming up in how many days? 12 days. I bought a new TV and a new watch for a lot of money yesterday.
Oh, that's different. That's different. But you didn't buy it like any TV will do and just need a TV. You were like, this one has this and this one has this. Now I'm comparing to everything. Is it like something I need? No, I like this one too. And then like 5 months later, you're like, I finally decided. And then you're like, but wait, this one has a sale, and you're going back to all this thing. So
I went in the store once and I saw the one that I wanted. And the second time I went, knowing how much space I had, and I bought that one. And I'm looking at it right now.
Ooh. Only 2 times, Derek. You hear it? So
it's like, hey, but yeah, you know.
That's basically how it is. But anyway, that was a quick side note. But yeah, people from Thailand or any BNK48 fans, you are currently very interested in BNK48, and anything you want to share with us, just put it in the comments down below, because we're definitely reading this, and we very much appreciate you watching us, subscribing to us, and just following us. So thank you very much on that note.
What I actually remember from it is that, from what I've heard, only one source, that BNK hasn't gone to every province, I think.
Okay.
And the people over there really want them to come, but of course it's impossible with BNK because they can't always go, and you know, someone like Chaprang cannot, you know, be in two places at once.
Exactly.
She can do things, but she can't do that. So it's I think that they only so far have gone to highly populated places. So there's more people coming, which is more changing. Of course, obviously. But yeah, from what Derek said earlier, from the bottom up concept, because the third generation will include auditions from the 3 neighboring countries, is a reason for BNK to appeal more to those countries as well, just to grow more. Because in Thailand it's a bit different. One person used a reference to soccer, football, soccer, whatever.
We're Dutch football.
Where it went well for a few years,
but then
eventually they needed people from the neighboring countries so that it would be doing well.
You don't get again having to be in that budget that you're from. Oh, we had to replace our professional makeup artists to less professional makeup artists, like they said in the documentary. And now they're in this level, and you don't want to go back down. I think that's the difference.
Right.
And maybe they're afraid because the Cookie song is maybe a one-time thing, because compared to Kimiwa Melody, when they did that one, it wasn't as successful as the Cookie song.
Well,
it got views, but it wasn't
more than AKB's one.
Yeah, that's
already
different, but it's still not enough. It went down. If it was stock, it just went up and just a little bit down. So
that's true.
There's also, again, back to what I was saying, a little bit of a grumble with the fans, like sound production, for example, isn't where it needs to be. Recording it, what it needs. So, you know, if you're going to deliver a mediocre product based off a very popular brand that's normally distributing, if not for nothing, top quality sound, top quality product. I mean, you know, AKB videos are gorgeous. Even if the songs aren't, the videos are gorgeous. The sound is perfect. There's not a single bad note in an AKB song. They're all done professionally. Singing them and the actual song's a whole other thing. But the point is, it's like in Thailand, they're not even at that level. So, or at least apparently. Yeah. So I think, you know, you go to a show and you're getting a less than idol performance, and you're not happy about that, and the girls are having a hard time even hearing themselves on stage, for example. Yeah, you're gonna have a problem with the management. You're not gonna want to support that. I get that.
I think the biggest issue, and it may sound weird, is currently their success is higher than their experience. So, and with AKB48, they gradually grew, and of course they can build it up, and someone had experience before, and they learned. You know, we also know they listen to the fans, like, hey, this doesn't work or this doesn't work, and they had to grow in that phase. But with BNK, it's like they had such a the hit song that was basically too early to use as their single, as their second single. Second? Third. Help me out here.
Third
Second.
was Shonichi.
Yeah, second one. So yeah, basically you're giving them too much of a hit. They should have saved the Cookie song for a later date if they're using AKB songs. It's in the past now, so you can change it. But
Yeah,
it's more, I think that has to do with it. Because if they didn't use that song, and we gotta agree, I don't think they would have been successful as they are now.
True. I remember we saw it in the documentary, but I remember it as well. Around their first single, you know, costs were high and they weren't getting that much income, so they had to lay off like professional people. And then the Cookie song happened, which they still made a loss in their first year. I know that, but they recuperated enough money from it to maybe work around it. And from Susenkyo, they've made, someone said, around $8 million from that thing.
Could be.
If that's only the votes, I'm not too certain. I think it is, but maybe it's from what happened with the before concert as well. So hopefully they will do with that. I do know two things. Someone said that when they began, they had people from other industries, like I want to say like a movie industry, like anime, manga, that kind of, basically people that may not have known how to do what they did, and now they have exploded. So I had a conversation with someone, and I basically said maybe it's in the people that they hired where the problem is, or their weakness, that they don't have the appropriate people for what they needed to do. Because I do also know that their merchandise isn't quality-wise good.
Yeah, that's the same story I've heard actually, and most merchandise is in pre-order only. You can actually just go to the shopping AKB for Japan. You cannot just order it and have it delivered the next day. Pretty much everything is pre-order.
Oh yeah, I heard someone saying they had to wait 2 months.
Yeah.
2 months for something.
Yeah, you can't do
that's
that.
in the same country. Like, remember Sentimental Train, you know, that CD. I had it the day afterwards it got released. It got released on a Wednesday. I had it from Japan to the Netherlands on Thursday. Like, how is that? But that's a very different thing to compare. But 2 months is a long time for something like that. So it's got to be something around there. But that's
I think it will be okay in the future, but like you said at first, Derek, so the management, how they act, is not a problem. So the personality-wise, they're willing to learn, they're willing to experience. They just need to build experience. And as the fans, it is weird, but the way to complain is not to by yelling it. It's like, oh, you suck, you did bad. No, explain what can be done better. In a way, it's like, hey, I like the event. There are some things that could improve, and then you give the examples, like saying with handshake event, there needs to be more strict on time, because it will cause and effect. I'm really working at Apple too long. You just say it really works like that, but you just say the reason why it doesn't work. So it's nice that they have an issue with like handicapped people, you know, taking the extra time. But what's the effect causing after that? That means the extra time you're taking will take out of other people's time, and then you disappoint a majority of other people, which will hurt the product in the end. Now, very nice, very thoughtful of doing that, but taking that extra time, if you didn't do that to that person, would that person still be upset or still be appreciated that it took time at all? So you need to balance that and give basically everyone the same amount of time, because then everyone is aligned, everyone will be at the same level, and then there's almost no room for discussion because everyone experienced the same situation, and that will cause less problems. Yes, Derek.
Well, okay, just to back up, just what you're talking about, I don't think you really laid it out to our listeners. There was a fan who was, I guess, disabled, who some of the other fans were complaining about the fact that this person got like really a huge preferential treatment. I guess was apparently taking pictures when they shouldn't have been taking pictures, like bringing props that were dangerous, things like that. You know, in the handshakes in Japan with the groups, disabled people or people that have mental issues and stuff, they get their own line. They get their own little special thing, and the girls do take time to go and talk to them. In fact, one time I remember I was waiting in line to meet Vivian from HKT and a couple other girls in line, and I was right up front, and Vivian was just talking to me and the dude that I was with, she was just like, we got a bunch of extra time with her because of this very reason, because they were waiting for somebody from their line or something to go talk to the handicapped person. So it worked out for us. But the thing is, it's like that those are little technical things that can be worked out. And also too, just as a side note, I don't think those people should get super preferential treatment. And I think your priority should always be the idol safety concern. Just because they're handicapped doesn't mean that they don't have the ability to hurt those idols. And in fact, it could be even more so if they're mentally unstable or they're not all there because of whatever's wrong with them. And again, no disrespect to anybody who has mental issues or problems, but I just don't think you should get that kind of treatment when it comes to idols. Idols should get the most treatment, the most priority, the most preference. And that means, sorry, if you have a mental problem, you can get your own little separate line, sure. And they can even say, okay, maybe they even go to you first. That's okay. But that's it. Like, I don't think they should get more time. They shouldn't be allowed to do extra stuff. That is showing preferential treatment. So the management needs to learn these little hiccups. They need to maybe come here and see how it's done a little bit more. They need to understand that, you know, there is a method to doing this. And yes, I know Thailand is different than Japan, but you're using the Japanese system in Thailand. You should stay to the Japanese system. I think that's why the Thai fans like it, because it's Japanese and it's set in its origin. I think that also goes to the cookie song, as you put it. I also feel like it was important for BNK to smash out fast, to not grow so organically, so slow, because with the sister groups, I think it's a little bit different in the sense you got to really find out right away if it's going to work or not. Otherwise, you're wasting your time. I'm by 48. So I'm just saying, you know, it's just like you have to make sure it's going to work. Or like Taipei 48, where the biggest thing you did all year was go to rice paddies and help farm. I mean, it's like, come on, you got to go smash and you got to go hard. The only thing there, in my opinion, is that, you know, BNK was lucky because they were able to establish themselves with a lead girl. They have their Maeda Atsuka. They have the four goddesses.
The four goddesses, yeah.
And I'm now being educated, now I know.
Same.
You're having the structure now. You got a structure, and the fans made that happen. So right away it clung on. Can't say that about Taipei 48. Manila 48, I could say a lot about them. Noble effort in the festival a couple weeks ago or whatever. Got to give it up to them, but I'm still not really feeling them at all, especially because they totally westernized what they did. I think they really are still a disorganized mess. But at least they're better than where they were 2 years ago. You know what I mean? Like, they're at least somewhere. This is what I'm saying. If Manila 48, the reason why I brought them up, if they would have had a fortune cookie smash song right out the gate, they had their organization. One girl stood out. We're hearing from her. She's doing guest spots on AK Bingo. Then maybe Manila 48 would have this kind of crazy rush. Maybe the Filipino community would have really rallied, but they didn't. It's just like floundering, worse than the stew boat. So it's just, you know, BNK had their organization right away. They had a smash hit on their hands. Their management can't keep up. Not necessarily a bad problem. It's a good problem, but it's just they got to fix it now. Now, okay, you have your success. You got your clear leader. This year, guess what it's time to do? Buckle up, get your shit together, sorry for swearing, and just make sure you are going to keep this train going forward. That's all you got to do, in my opinion. And that's not a commentary on time. Just general management.
That's with the help of the fans, they can give the feedback to what can be improved, and hopefully the fans, the Thai fans, will understand that this is a work in progress, and you are basically lucky that the group just took off right away on that moment. And now management and fans need to work together to make this a wonderful experience. Yes, Derek.
The story, you said it, Robin. Do we all know the story of how, what was it? I don't think it was Akipi, or maybe it was Akipi, but it was his partner back when AKB was in its infant stage, and they were what? They were at a
TGSK.
cafe.
Yeah. TGSK.
They were at a cafe. What happened? They overheard fans talking.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
what happened now? The freaking Sasenkyo.
Exactly.
So
not
I
just the Saseki. We even got Shinoda Maruko thanks to the fans.
Yeah.
yeah, we got all the fans were like, "You gotta get this girl. She's amazing. She's beautiful." And we don't care.
The T-shirt
Like,
debacle.
we're-
Remember that one? That they also had like the T-shirt situation. It's like
Yeah.
you gotta stop the T-shirt. This doesn't work. And they actually like, okay, let's hear you guys out. And they went through the questions, and it's like, yeah, this is very good information. And then they had a community manager basically, and listening to calls and emails
Yeah.
of people saying, hey, I think this. And of course, you're gonna have some bad apples and throw these away. I don't know what the management system in BNK48 is, but if they don't have it, this is a very good idea. Just, have a moment, I believe there was at handshake events. You can actually go and meet TGSK, right? And
Yeah, back then. Yeah.
ask him
Oh, yeah.
questions.
You still can. Like the management had their own little handshake line. You could buy a CD and meet them. I don't think you need to buy a CD. I think you just basically signed up. I remember the line was enormously long for I want to say it was SK's manager when I went and saw the SK.
Oh, you also. Yeah.
And then Imamura had a gigantic line, if I remember. So it's like, you could still do that. Do they really listen to you now? I doubt it. I think it's too corporate now. But back in the old days,
Yeah, it could
it was,
be. Yeah.
I mean, that happened with eBay. Like, I think I've told you the story before. eBay, just the colors of the name
Yeah.
logo was
yeah.
decided by the people that were there at the beginning of eBay's when it was auction web, and nobody knew what it was. But they had this great community that grew it, this grassroots situation. I think in Thailand, the fans were like, "Yeah, we're doing this. Like, we got this." But now the management, they gotta listen to the fans. They gotta see what's working, what's not, and also just be more professional. You can't have your girls on stage sounding like crap. You just can't.
Yeah.
You gotta make them sound amazing. And you know what? You got fans that are sound engineers and producers. I know, because some of these fans know exactly what's wrong with the sound.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys want to come on? Like, here, you clearly know what's wrong. We don't. I mean, good managers, good leaders always listen to those that are trying to help them.
Yeah.
That doesn't
Always
necessarily
listening to feedback. Yeah.
Yes, they're always going to listen, but more importantly, they act. Because
Yeah.
you can listen all you want,
That's
but
true.
you got to act.
Act on
so
feedback. Yeah.
That's the challenge, I think, for BNK now. But now that they have their structure, they got their clear leader, they got their four gods, they got everything in place. Now it's improving this and keeping it going so that this top-down approach can at least last a little bit longer until they decide or not decide to have sister groups. But that's, I guess, going to depend on the provincial establishment there.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
like you said, DX, like, if your cities aren't that big, or you know what I mean, like we're talking like a bunch of little villages, maybe it wouldn't work. I don't know. So Thai fans, help us out there. Thai fans, what do you think about this? Show us in the comments. Tell us what you think. This is a great idea, but I want to know more. So, and I know we all do too.
Very good.
I think that the next single, the sixth one, we can see if things have gotten better, and I think that we can ask the fans if when that time has arrived and the sixth single is out, we ask them, how is it now? Has it improved?
Yeah.
What can you tell?
Keep
I
us
think-
updated while
Keep us
we
updated,
try and
yeah.
update ourselves
Please.
as well.
Please,
Okay.
please, please.
Next up, I want to talk a little bit on the Justice for Mahone situation.
Yes.
Keep the hashtag going, Justice for Mahone, going up there. We're of course talking about Yamaguchi Maho. Still with NGT48 question mark? Because there's one only big update, we would say, and that's two. So she removed the Twitter handler NGT48 and is no longer promoting
bio.
that she's from in NGT48. Still liking some posts about bad management and stuff like that. And in her Mobame, she basically said, and this also she said with the new manager from NGT48, I do not want to stand on that stage anymore.
Yep. We knew that was gonna happen.
Basically, what this means, I'm currently hearing a hammer and a nail into a coffin. It's not
Yeah.
completely closed yet, but it's getting there. What I'm hoping now, and I only want best for Mahone, of course, if she still wants to perform. Because I do not think it's the problem that she's not want to be entertained. She loves being an idol. She wants to be on that.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that what I've said from the beginning, that the transfer to basically AKB48, that she is going to be in some like a emergency shuffle or anything like that, but getting removed from NGT48 and moving to a part in AKB48, perfectly to me. I think she would be a perfect fit for Team A. That would be perfect for her style, and hopefully succeed from there. The thing that really helps me though is she is still somewhat active secretly on media, and that gives me knowing that she hears us, and she hears the Twitter and she follows it, she's read it, and she hasn't given up the fight. Maybe staying in NGT, she's like, I don't want to go back there. It's like, even though new management, I still don't trust it. The members who made this a problem are still in there. There hasn't been any concussion in there. It's going not the way it is. So I'm hoping there will be a change to her soon, and I believe before March 9th. That's my guess, since it then will be December, January, February, March. 3 months, like a season later, something will happen. So they have 2 weeks about that, or something like that left. 3 weeks, I would say. 3 weeks.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah, about 3 weeks.
Yeah. So I think the clock is ticking, and Mahon already made her choice, and people will follow it. People will respect her on that and support her. I just hope personally she will decide to, or given the chance to, move to the sister groups that she wants, or the main group basically. What do you guys think?
I just hope it happens, because right now I don't think she's at peace at all in NGT. I mean, to be fair, I think she's actually done with NGT48. So it's more like it's only a matter of time before the announcement falls of either the transfer or, I hate to say it, graduation, but I hope it's the transfer though.
Colin?
I don't have much hope anymore. I think the problem, whatever you want to say the problem is, will not be totally solved, and not in a way that will be satisfactory with everyone. I still stand that I think that she will go on a hiatus to rest, to possibly, hopefully, take like therapy, but I don't know how they will solve this, whatever must be solved. I have little hope that in let's be reasonable. 6 months, we will be like, yeah, it happened, but it's fine. It's all fine and dandy now. I'm not sure anymore. I don't think it will be done like that.
There.
Yeah, I mean, we love you, Mahone. You know, that's number one. You have a lot of fans, and you should be an idol. That's the biggest thing. But at the same time, this idea of idol was really crushed when this happened, and this concept of being part of an idol group was taken away from you because it's not safe now for you. Even if they've cleaned up everything, when you stand on that stage, it's going to be a reminder. Oh, I have to go home after this. And when last time I went home from a show, I got attacked. You know, stuff like that, you know, trauma, that stuff will stay there forever. That aside, though, yeah, this situation, it's not that I don't have hope. I'm not as morbid about my opinion as Colin is on this, but I don't mean that in a negative to Colin at all. I understand completely why you feel the way you do. I think a lot of people feel the way you do. But I'm kind of with Robin in the sense that, like, I am hoping for a transfer. I'm hoping that, you know, if she goes to a place like Team A, she is surrounded by joy, by members that will really support her. I think she will find a lot more of a rediscovery of herself there, if anywhere, if she can come to Tokyo and really root down here. Is it safer here? Not necessarily, but I just feel, given what happened, she will be much more guarded here. But I don't even think that's the issue. The issue is, can she find that joy again of being an idol? And that's going to be the hardest challenge for her. But I'm telling you what, the day she stands on that stage and she says, you know what, I'm not going to let this beat me. Like I'm going to do what I need to do. That's going to be a glorious day. And I hope it happens. In a way, she already has done it because she didn't just disappear. But management and things like that, there's poison in NGT. NGT is a bad word in the idol community now. Yeah. And they need to undo that. Can they? I don't know. I don't know if they can undo it.
Currently, go ahead. Sorry, Derek. Finish up.
Please.
So currently,
I was just gonna say I don't know if they can because it seems.
No, you were done with your sentence.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you cut off at your sentence. So I don't know if they can. Okay, I don't think it's going so well. You were saying I don't think they can, and then you cut off.
Oh, sorry. No. So I was just saying, like, I don't think that they can fix necessarily what's going on without doing major overhaul, and that doesn't necessarily go well. And also, the biggest problem I think now is we don't have a clear indicator of who the members were that were involved. Yeah, I think they need to be justice. Like if we could finger and say, okay, it was. I'm not saying it's Yamada Noe, but let's just say it was her. Then we have a culprit. We have somebody, okay, get her out. Once she's out, then it feels like the problem's out. This Inapu guy, get him out of the discussion period. If he had anything to do with this, which I'm sure he did, get him out. Whatever his thing is, why is he allowed to do what he's doing? Somebody beat this guy's, butt. Or just do whatever they got to do to get him out of there. Actually, I'm not encouraging that, so please don't think I'm inciting violence here. Don't want to go to jail for that. Yeah. What I am saying is, I'm saying it would be nice if somebody legally could take action against him and do it in a way that would put so much pressure on him, he would think twice about harassing young girls and profiting off it. So until those things happen, NGT is going to probably still be a bad word, and this is going to swept under the rug. And 6 months from now, like Colin said, people are like, "Oh yeah, that happened," but it's still going to be there. That stain is still going to be there. Don't think that's a good thing.
So currently, there are no active stages. There are no events. There's nothing been announced. The only current activity I heard, and we'll get to that, is what happened to our curse. The curse we will always have in every episode. Yeah. But we'll get to that. That's the only activity they have currently, and they're getting back on social media. They're slowly getting there.
Ish, yeah.
But it's really this. I don't know how much money they have lost in this situation to keep this open.
Sponsors are walking away as well, so yeah.
Just stages, events, handshake events aren't in there, so my question for you guys, and personally I just became a fan when this happened, and I didn't even know about this story later, but when the attack happened in 2014, and then all the adjustment in theater stages, so currently we are in the 2 months further when the situation happened. When it happened in 2014, 2 months further, how was the situation then? Did everybody feel like, oh, AKB's done, AKB's dying, it's for, or is this like not even to compare because these girls were attacked and the guy was actually, arrested and everything got fixed, but they upped their security, they done something, management actually did something. And in this situation, it feels like management hasn't done squat. They've been hiding it more than actually protecting more.
That's exactly the point difference in this case between the Iwata incident and this one here. During the Iwata incident, you can really feel management up the security. They actually took measures that were needed and that were pretty much required.
And fans cooperated as well. That's also they were united because they
were united. They were united as well. But right now, everything is in disarray. Management is trying to hide everything up, covering everything up. Most fans want to know the truth and they demand the truth, but management is just not cooperating with the fans at all. It's more like the gap is widening between management and fans, and that's the reason why I think this incident is way worse for management if you compare to the Iwata incident, because back then everyone was united against the perpetrator back then. But right now, everything is in disarray. Fans and management are at odds with each other at the moment. So it's not working out at all.
Because there was a clear individual suspect. We were I can't say that I was because I wasn't at that time, but the people could gather and become one and strong.
They were aligned.
That individual. They were aligned. Thank you. Towards that individual. Whereas now, we don't know Jack. So it's DX has a very good point.
And this is the problem. These are the things that we are missing currently for any progress to be made. A big change that can also happen is like let Mahone talk. I think that's the one that's also being, because like here's snippets of her liking stuff and then putting something on Mobile but instantly getting deleted, and she's still finding ways to because she did on Twitter, it got deleted. She did something on this, got deleted, and they're still trying to stop from things getting out. But that's the problem. Once you're trying to do this and trying to silence her, that means
it only gets worse. Yeah,
it only gets worse because then. We're not stupid. We're not.
Yeah.
We can see all this thing happening, so our voice will become louder. If you just cooperate, and we want only the best for in this case it's Mahone, then instead of becoming the enemy, help us become an ally, and that's what management needs to learn. And currently that's not it, and I think Mahone sees that clearly. And to be fair, I'm still saying, even though it's all AKS, I'm still saying that the Nikata management is the biggest problem.
Yeah.
That's why I'm asking for this movement, because I believe the professionality or the security level is more and a lot higher in the Tokyo department. So why not go there?
Yeah, I think when we compare what happened with Annan and in the stabbing in Hawaii, the difference there was it was some random guy who just picked out AKB and just decided to hurt somebody. It was an affront to the entire AKB group as a whole, not just those two girls. And we had such strong support, such strong rallying for that, and security measures were implemented pretty fast, and this situation was handled very appropriately. And look, we can't forget there was somebody there that actually bravely risked his life to save Annan and Kawhi from further injury. So, people did their jobs at that point. NGT is not doing their job, like you said. So that's the issue here. They're not doing their job, and now they're just trying to, again, shove this under the rug and make NGT not a bad name because, again, like you said, they're losing money. So they got to get back to making money because that's what it's about. They're corporate now. So it's like, you can't do that when it comes to assaulting an idol. You just can't. Sorry. Especially when it's supposedly perpetrated by actual members of the group. That's where the problem is.
Yeah.
It's not a random guy watching TV depressed he lost his job. Like, I'm going to go stab some idols today. I'll feel better about myself. It's not like that. It's treachery. And we don't know to what extent that treachery, who it involves and how deep it goes. There's a lot of question marks here.
Oh yeah.
So to that effect, those question marks got to have answers to them. And yeah, like you said, don't be silencing Mahone. Let the girl speak. Let her say what she needs. That's the least we can do, given what happened. Yeah.
Very good. Okay. So this is the NGT48 portion of this podcast. I would like to go a little back from Keyakizaka46. So, question, guys.
Yeah.
How many times have you listened to Black Sheep this week?
This week?
Pretty good.
Every time I listen to it, just that piano, it will just, my hairs will just go up and going in there. It's really growing on to me. Just the song is so powerful, and there's so many moments in this MV that I'm really loving about, and I want to go a little bit back during the MV. There are moments that I'm peaking so high in that music video, like when I think it's Ishamori from the group. She's sitting on the desk, like working, like stressing herself out, and that note and that combination with that feeling, that's one of those perfect moments. I also love when Techi is getting harassed by basically her family members about because first when we reviewed it, I thought it was about Techi as a kid. No, it's like there's a story about that kid actually dying, and she is the older sister, but black sheep of the family basically, and they were out and about, and they blame her for her death. That's why she's the black sheep. So that's the story of the MV mainly. But I love that she's getting pushed around, and she's just, you know, can't hold it in, and she's, well, basically just jumping and trying to cry. And that moment you hear the little off-key sense in there, you feel the emotion. That's such a strong part. And she's really trying to say everything will be okay, but a lot of people are like, no, everything's okay, and just push around. But still, it's like, well, we have to move on. There's like so many secret messages in there in that MV, and the music is just it really has a very good emotion to that. Derek?
Yeah, I mean, you know, we had a really strong response in the comments about the MV. Crazy Girl was like, Techi could be my all-time favorite idol.
Yeah,
so
wow.
that was powerful, I felt, considering how strong she is on the K-pop side. She, you know, she made a point that, like, you know, there's so much power there, so much emotion. I mean, Techi crushes everything she does, everything. But the thing is like you said, there's a lot of messages there. And just to kind of bring this into my world a little bit, the underworld, there's a group called Maison Book Girl, who actually, they've been to Europe, they've been to Canada. They're a great group, really great. Their producer, Sakurai Kenta, has been known, he's had a rough life. He's been clinically depressed. He tried to kill himself a few years ago. All of their songs are these notes, these messages about, I think, what he's gone through. So there's this whole culture of fans around Maison Book Girl that dissect every frame of their videos. Wow. And, like, there is a lot of theories and things like, it's his cry for help. Like, he's been crying for help. He's going to do it again. And there's so many things going around it. And I think Kea shares that. And then as a side note, real quick, if you want a great Maison Book Girl song to start with, go to Okari Sayonara. It's been ruling my life lately, and it's the saddest song I think I may have ever heard in my entire life. And that is a huge compliment. It's just the lyrics, everything. If you read the English lyrics, it's like your heart will be crushed. But the song itself is perfect. The MV is perfect. Anyway, just if you want some side note. If you like Kea, you'll probably really like that. If you like this song, you will definitely like Okari Sayonara. So, anyways, Kea has that same vibe. Yeah, like, I swear, Kea is like one step away from the Chica underworld, because they go dark places. They're not happy idols. Like, they are, but they're not. And it's like, Techi, I mean, there's a lot going on in this girl's heart, and I think a lot of that. I mean, I wonder how much she actually has to say in the MV. But it doesn't even matter. It's like, if they tell her, okay, in this scene you have to flail around and be pushed by people, she's like, okay, well, you know what? I'm pretty freaking depressed. Watch what I do. I'm going to take every single emotion I have, and I'm going to throw it into what you just told me to do. And then the MV becomes this whole thing. And then the other members see that, and they're like, like they react, because it's like the Japanese domino effect, you know?
Yeah.
Suggestive thing. It's like they all get into it, and by the end of this MV, I imagine, like, filming that, they were all like, "We need Prozac."
I would think like okay, we're now going to our mandatory puppy watching marathon, just to lift our spirits up.
They're like a set, like a whole bunch of puppies on set, so they can like go check out for a while.
Remember on Kea Bingo, when they had that segment of not laughing or showing emotion, they had that puppy segment, and the people were like, ah! Even Techi was like, oh, I need to pet it. It's like, that's the first time I saw Techi smile, and just going like, oh, I just need to pet the doggy. It's like, I think they're emergency puppies on sets. It's like, okay, cut. They're really too depressed. Bring in the emergency puppy, and you're like, and then they're like, okay, that's enough. Not too happy. Like, dead puppies. Like going, it's going to a dark place. Oh no, but I was already impressed when I first heard it, but it's like now it's my stable, and I'm just still saying this is going to be Song of the Year currently. But we'll see. But like you said, so they're the Dark Idols. That's what Chaos Style is. I saw I don't know where, but I saw on Twitter, I think, like a sketch on AKB48 is about the Sakura tree, how the petals are looking at and
Yeah.
flowing in there. And Nogizaka is how the petals float through the wind. And Keyakizaka is basically from all the corpses in the ground that will make the Sakura tree grow. Basically,
Wow.
I'm like,
Circle of Life much? What the?
Tell you this: if the epic 3-day concert challenge of all the groups come to actually happen, who do you think is going to win that? I mean, it's
Man.
it's a force to reckon with. I think the only ones who could even stand up to KA would probably be SKE, you know, with their craziness, and that's like if they invoke old school SKE, like
Yeah, exactly.
like they have to get like Sabrina Matsui like madness going.
you could
So
make
it's
that
like-
into a stage, actually.
I'm telling you, look, like it would be the best thing in the world to see
Yeah.
these groups all together. Like they should collab. You know what's so weird is like collabing is not the biggest thing when it comes to idol groups. Now, idols and bands, that might be a whole different thing. Robin, there's your seg. There's seg. There's your seg.
Hey.
No,
Not quite
I'm
there.
not done yet. I'm not done yet. So,
Oh.
okay, so I'm picturing this concert, and you have first Kea coming up, and then you see coffins and smoke and dust, and they come out of their graves, and then you have basically AKB just blooming up and creating the tree and all of its sakura petals. And then you have Nogizaka coming out, and just, you know, the explosion they usually do with confetti and like poof, sakura petals everywhere.
Yeah.
That's how you make this whole concept into a thing. You were making a segue, and I currently am drawing a blank for the segue. Why? Collaboration. You want to talk about? What?
Techi and Sekai no
Yeah, it's
Owari.
Stargazer.
Yes.
So why did I think of that? Really? Thank there.
Oh, I didn't.
It's
So
the
yeah,
Red Bull.
It's the Red Bull.
It's the Red Bull, really? Two Red Bulls is too much, maybe?
You know that one Red Bull is about 3 cups of coffee, right?
Yeah, so I had 6. Don't worry.
It has nothing to do with that. It's because you hated on the Queen, and the Queen of Netherlands blew your mind. Because
Okay.
only
Like
in the Hague.
short circuit. It's like just working and the Queen shows up. Anyway, off track
Normal
immediately.
Saturday. Normal Saturday.
Anyway, so yes, Jesus, can't talk.
It's the Red Bull.
Hirate
It's Red Bull.
Yurina did a collaboration actually with this group called Sekai
NoAKBNoLife.
and they did the song Stargazer. She stars in
Yeah.
it as this badass character with like,
Yeah.
bleached
Wow.
blonde hair, just on a bike and just going. I don't know where she's going basically, but it's like she has a night on the town, but it's very dark and emotional. And then you hear just this guy singing about Stargazer, and it has a nice riff in there somewhere, but it's like this musical instrumental style, and it's pretty good actually. And you see just how powerful Techi is, just
Yeah.
showing up and being her in this video. But yeah, could you imagine this Techi in Keyakizaka46 though?
The badass one.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't she already?
Different, I would say. This was more without basically, well, you still need to be in idol style. No, this was like, let's throw everything out the window. You'll just be this rock chick on a bike and really just going to town and don't care about the rules or anything. So, I really want to hear the opinion on Derek on this side. So, what do you think, Derek?
Yeah. So here's the deal. I really hated it. I didn't hate Techi. Techi with blonde hair, acting cool. Again, she is good at anything. You could put her in a commercial talking about toilet paper, and it would be the most amazing thing in the world. So Techi herself, incredible. Her dancing, you know, she kind of reminded me of I think the actress's name is Jennifer Beal. She was the lead in the Showtime lesbian drama, The L Word, and before that, in a really famous movie a long time ago about dancing. Jennifer, she has that gracefulness that Jennifer had. So I think that's immediately what I thought of with this particular MV, the way it was shot. However, the problem is it's not on Techi. It's Sekai. Like that was a waste and a half of a song. That was 4 minutes of build, 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 build.
Yeah.
It didn't. Yeah. Oh, where was the chorus? Where was the outro? It was one big long intro. What the heck? What a great intro! Don't get me wrong. When it started, I'm like, oh yeah, this is good. It's like, and I'm thinking, yeah, this is gonna be great. Like, no, didn't go anywhere. Didn't do nothing. That was it. That was
like this big, like 2 seconds going.
Yeah.
And then
back to the out.
And then back to.
Yeah. That was pretty much my
I totally get that. Okay. Yeah.
It's like a waste of attention. Like if that song would have exploded, like when she got off the bike and like she's on the roof or whatever, and she's like dancing, and right at that moment it's like bam, 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 and it's like just big chorus and like this crazy like release. It's like I'm all about like playing chords where it's a suspended chord where it wants to resolve to the next chord but it doesn't. But you gotta resolve. If you don't resolve, you're just stupid. Like it just doesn't work unless it's like an outro and you're just trying to like leave people hanging. Then okay.
You know how you can describe this? It's basically when you shake a cola and you have the bubbles come up, but it doesn't pop. It just resolves, so going like fizzles down.
Yeah.
To that, you need to pop. You need to just pop it out. We could like, otherwise it doesn't work.
I want to go to the vending machine now and get a pop. I just said the F word.
Nah, I didn't hear anything. La 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 la.
Yeah. No, but anyways, the thing is like Techi great. Sekai, shame on you for a waste of a song. Although maybe the Sekai fans, they know more about like, is that normal for them? I don't really listen to them. Maybe that's their thing. Is we're gonna make a bunch of songs.
Techi really likes them, and that's why they did the collaboration because she stated multiple times that she really, really loves that kind of style. So good on her, I would say. Do what things you would like.
Yeah, she's getting delivered drink, but too bad for the rest of us. It didn't go anywhere. Anyways, straight up.
Any thoughts on Stargazer, Colin, or DX?
No, for me, when I first heard it, it was like, oh, nice intro, but it's more like, how long is this intro? What the? It's more like, what am I even listening to? And then intro, okay. So, where's the climax, I would say? It's more like, there wasn't any. So it's more like, what did I listen to the last 4 minutes? More like, question mark, question mark, question. The whole song is one big question mark for me, personally, so yeah.
Okay, Colin?
I'm just letting Derek's opinion sink in for a moment. But no, I had the same, which should be kind of obvious, I think. I heard it and I was like, I've heard elevator music that at least goes somewhere. This felt like the longest intro ever, and I've heard a lot of TV shows intros, and this one was. It felt like bad elevator music, like a very long elevator, 20 floors, and you'll be in like. Oh, that sounds even more interesting. It was a boring intro.
That pun you made was just... Oh, that was a long time since I heard that kind of pun. Just saying, at least it's going somewhere. Like an elevator up.
Oh, yeah. Elevator at least goes somewhere.
You're on, Jurina. I didn't call him. You're on.
Yeah.
I have had that Jurina feeling for this week where I saw her. I forgot where it is. It's like, there's Jurina again.
Bingo.
Oh, it was AK Bingo. It was AK Bingo.
Bingo. Yeah.
That was ridiculous. He was amazing.
Yeah.
And
he won again.
Like, I was just thinking about all the times when she was like challenging people. Remember, she had the very famous challenge.
Oh yeah.
Her versus everyone else.
Yeah.
There's like an unwritten rule on AK Bingo that whoever's the ace can't be beat in anything. or like they have to win. Like I was watching an old AK Bingo with I think it was some kind of thing where one of the bad boys, the Sata, was like he was like throwing a bouquet of flowers behind him.
Yeah.
And when they were wearing the fat suits.
Yeah.
And and of course Maida got it. And it's like he threw it right. And it's just like little things like that. They always want to make their so Jarina, but it's like what's his name said. You're back, Jarina. Thank you. Like, it was like, oh, I feel like
Muramoto. Yeah.
Muramoto said that. Yeah.
Like, I feel the same.
Okay, cool. So just a continuation on Keyakizaka being very dark. The proof is they're also the opposite, and I've just gotta mention because Keyakita Kakanai was so much fun this week.
Yeah.
Like,
it almost was dark.
This was the conclusion of the Miyagi location shoot competition.
Yeah.
And Habu just
Yeah.
so many yay, just like stuff like that, and the MCs are amazing. Suchida and Sabobe are just so much fun, and they interact. I really like that they were out of their shell in this episode, and they tried so hard their best. And with again that there's like this continuation joke of they have to practice that glass ball, catching the ball in the glass effect. And then Sugai is just worse at it, and they're always like, "Oh, she has a bad history," and cried on the show about this. And she had finally her redemption and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And just looking at Moria just going crazy in these competitions. Wow. You know, drinking with the wasabi milkshake or the milkshake or something like that.
Soy drink.
Yeah, the green bean soy drink or something. And this was like a very, very fun style episode, and hopefully it was very popular to them, because I laughed so many times, and at the end, it had a great result. I was so happy with the people who got chosen to do this end effect. Now I can't wait for this Miyagi shoot, because it's going to be fun as hell, and I hope they follow it up. I hope that by tomorrow I'll see, well, after this recording actually, I'll see the result of this shoot and laugh so much with these 5 people that have been chosen. So, any thoughts on the Keyakita Kakanai episode? Because I thought it was a great episode in a long time.
I'm just happy Akanen or Moria Akanen finally gets to go to a location shoot, because
it took 2 years.
It only took her 2 years to actually go. So yeah, I'm so happy for her. She finally gets to go somewhere, and it's even her hometown. So yeah, I can't wait. I really can't wait.
Colin?
I didn't watch it. I know you guys watched it before the episode aired, but like I said,
I'll get you one day that you're following Keyakizaka. It's like
I did watch one episode of Kika. What the I don't know. I don't even know the title. I saw one episode, and the reason I watched it was because of the guest that they had.
Wow.
And that's Yuki Kaiji, who's a seiju, and he is a great seiju, and I only watched that episode because he was in it.
I'll get you. I'll get you one day.
Get you.
Derek?
Yeah, I think I officially Oshihen for Kea, because Shida's not in Kea anymore, and I felt her loss in this actually, because I kept thinking, wow, Shida would have been great in this. But Habu is now officially my Oshi. I cannot believe how airheaded and strange and weird her requests were. And I don't know if she was doing that just to elicit like responses, in which case she did it so well. It was a good job. Or if she genuinely was that lost. But she was beautiful and amazing in it and fun, and kind of stole it for me every time she was addressed or had the spotlight on her. Moria, though, oh my god, like that girl. I think she overplayed serious the Majime thing at the end a little too much. It was like, come on, you knew you were gonna get picked. Like that's what they waited. Come on. But it's like, it was just fun. It was so much fun to watch her like have that panic. Like, wait a minute, I may not get picked, and then
I have to reevaluate my life choices. That was her sentence.
Reevaluate my life choices. It's like to say something that overreaching and serious was like solid variety gold. So I mean. This is a group that a couple years ago, remember, they were like, hi, hello.
Yeah, exactly.
So now it's like they're really crushing it. Like this was great. It was
Yep.
good. Can't wait to see the on
Yeah.
scene.
I like when Kobayashi just effortlessly did the ball thing. And she's like, "You can do
Yeah.
anything, can't you?" It's like, yeah. And who was it? I think it was Watanabe Risa that said, "Okay, I'm just gonna stand here, and Sawabe, you throw the ball in my cup." It's basically, wait, are you blaming this on me? Do I need to do this? She's like, yeah, I believe in you. You can do it. And it's like, wow, Sawabe got fished. It really got fished. He's like, okay, I can do this. It's like, wait.
To that point, though, I really want them to do a check-in on the love chart to see what relationships have formed and how the triangles and quadrangles are going, because like I think now that the dynamics change with members coming in and out, I'm curious who loves who has a crush on who doesn't, you know.
Well,
Do that again.
I know that the love triangles Susumoto is now currently doesn't like Oda anymore, and now Oda is like, oh, come on, you like me. It's like, so it's a weird thing. So I really want to report on that, and maybe we'll do that again. But
Hopefully.
I just want to mention that because it was a very fun show this week. But also was fun, we just mentioned it. It was AK Bingo. That was the conclusion of the Moe episode. Still don't like Yamada Noe in there, and even though it was jokey, it was no, just no. I do like the guy, the actor.
Yamada Takayuki.
Jeez, this
Yamada
guy
was great, but Yamada was not so great.
Yeah, this guy was just so much into it, and the moment they had his own segment, he ad-libbed it so much, and
wow.
of course, I was with the part of Okada Nana, and she's like, why the guy is talking about... but she's a good listener, so she's like, and she's trying to... She's like, you know what, get to work, bye-bye. A perfect reaction on that side.
Okada Nana got pretty much treated like a guy instead of an idol.
Yeah. Derek.
3 points. One, Yamada Noe saying that thing at the end about, hey, let me get your number or whatever. I was like, you would think the AK Bingo people would have edited that out.
Oh,
you know, the X sound.
Yeah. Kind of poor taste given what's going on. Just saying that. Number two, Nachan totally Majime there listening. It was like old school Nachan coming back. I loved it. And three, Jirina showed Nachan what's up. This is why Jirina is number one and Nachan isn't. Because when the ad-lib happened, what did Jirina do? She segged that MFR right back to what it needed to be, and she won it. Nachan, love you, girl. Pay attention. That's the queen.
She wasn't prepared to give a Moe answer to that situation, but she gave a real answer. But I do like the fact after that she's like, Junia was like, you're talking about this again? It's like even at me, come on. just the solid in there.
Jirina was great though. I mean, she acted the part. It was like she was back. And again, she proved why she's like, when she can turn on leadership and amazingness at will.
Yeah,
like when she
like a light switch, actually.
Yeah, she's on. Like it's like that's why it's so scary to have her check out for half a year, because it's like something really crazy must have happened to make that happen that we'll never know, I guess. But
I liked what Miuramoto said, because I remember on Twitter situation he was still supporting Jurina outside that, and Muramoto, I remember when he first started in AK Bingo, he was like, I'm gonna, make these girls cry, and then feels that. But you can really tell he's now the guy that's like, no, I want to protect these girls. It's like
idol.
And
start
really amazing.
He's been accepted like Women Rush Hour is basically accepted now by the fans as the MCs of AKB48, and then. Hopefully we'll see them in some live events on that side. But I really like that final touch, that's saying "Welcome back, Jurina." Stuff like that. That's just you can't script that. You can't go anything to that. That's some genuine stuff in right there. So.
And he is someone who would do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm really happy for that. Other comment I did like was with, I think it was Okabe Rin. No,
Oh,
Mukaichi
yeah.
Mion. No, Mukaichi Mion.
Oh, Mion too.
No,
Oh yeah, hugging.
no, it was when Yukirin was like saying about a comment in like psycho, just like
Psycho.
Yeah, that was
Psycho,
fun. That was
yeah.
fun.
that was a good part. It's just the small little tidbits in there that I really liked.
Same,
so
same.
It was good. This is classic AK Bingo. It was really good.
Yeah.
yeah. So we'll see what happens next week because now it's going back to trying new stuff.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
So,
Maybe.
but
GG, you're now.
speaking of our curse, as I pre-mentioned before
Yeah.
we started this, Colin,
Colin.
Hey, at least we have something. Come on.
well, you know about our curse. The people know about our curse. Every time we mention something, it will happen after we record it. So, what happened right after we uploaded the episode of last week?
They dropped the senbatsu list for the 51st single.
Ah, of course they did.
Of course.
Okay, biggest thing is, well, of course, Sashi being center in there. But one name popped up, like, immediately, and that was Yahagi Moika
Yep.
being in there. It's like, the management is pushing that girl to the moon. It's like, we need her in now. It's like, we need the singing voice, we need the talent, people want to see her. Boom, senbatsu position. I don't know where she is. I think she's gonna be third row, last row. It's gonna be a Sashi farewell song.
Yeah.
And Sashi has control in this.
Good.
Probably.
This is gonna be their hit. I'm
hope so.
feeling it. I'm feeling
I'm
it.
feeling it too. I'm feeling it.
You have a powerhouse of a team, good
Yeah.
senbatsu, stabilized, and this is Sashi Hararino's graduation single. This will be the big one. Derek.
Who's on Senbatsu? Maybe we should tell people.
Okay. You have the list?
Yeah, I have the list. From
Right.
Team A, Mukaichi Mion and Yokoyama Yui. From Team K, Yagi Moeka. From Team B, Kashiwaki Yuki and Takahashi Jiri. From Team 4, Okada Nana and Yamauchi Mizuki. From Team 8, Okabe Rin, Oguri Yui, Sakaguchi Nagisa and Shito Miu. From Team S, from SKE Matsui Jurina. From Team E, Sugawara Maya and Suda Akari. From NMB, Yoshida Akari and Shiro Mamiru. Center, Sashi Arino and Tanaka Miku and Matsuoka Hana. And from NGT, Ogino Yuka, Nakai Rika. And from STU, Takino Yumiko.
So that is a 21 senbatsu, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Something like that. Yeah.
little, small.
A little small. 21.
No, I'm actually, well, we have had like big senbatsus. I mean, like,
It's 5 more than what a normal senbatsu should be.
I mean,
Yeah.
I feel that this is smaller, but not that smaller. But I'm actually happy with how many they have. Like, I've thought that previous senbatsus from last year were very big, and now it feels smaller but good.
All
I
the
like
all
the
the
amount.
aces,
Yeah.
aces are in here, and
Yes,
I
pretty much.
truly mean that. And with NGT48, Ogino and keeping Nakai in there, I'm glad they went with that decision and not trying something new.
agencies, you know?
I believe Sashi had a big influence on this side, and you can tell this is without the members you're thinking about graduating. This is currently the AKB48 best, I would say. Derek.
Who's from HKT again, Colin?
Sashi, Tanaka Miku, and Matsuoka Hana.
Yeah, so I would switch out Hana with Vivian because I think Vivian really has been stepping up a lot in everything, and also Matsuoka Natsumi. Sashi has always said that Natsumi is the leader of HKT, the unspoken unwritten leader. Give this girl a chance. She's gorgeous.
Oh, yeah.
She's put her dues in. Vivian too. Vivian is so ganky. I told you when I went to the HKT Handshake concert, she was the one that stuck out above everyone because that girl like was soaring on the stage. Her and Maria were just like ridiculously ganky to the point of it was too much for my kawaii. I couldn't handle it. So it was Vivian is insane, and plus she's a great handshake person. So and I'm just saying like that would be my only tweak to this, and maybe get out Nakai Rika. I don't think she should be in this. I think, given everything that's going on, she should sit this one out. There's plenty of other NGT members that could crush this. So I feel like, if anything, go with an unknown, give us somebody else to root for. That would help NGT to a certain degree if we start focusing on some girl we never heard of. And be like, oh, who's this? Why they put her in senbatsu? That would get our wheels turning. That could be a good distraction. Or give another group another member, you know, somebody else. Like, I don't know, maybe Tiny Marco, just saying. Anyways. But you're right. It's pretty much all the aces.
I'm really excited for this one. It's the track record for Sashi being center. Well, Kochuru Fortune Cookie.
Yep.
Then we have Halloween Night, Love Trip,
Sukinanda.
Yeah,
Sukinanda,
hashtag Sukinanda. And now the final one.
Yeah.
That's
final one,
her
yeah.
fifth because she never centered
HT.
outside the Sosenkyo.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I think that's true.
I think she she didn't say that. No.
She did
Okay.
four.
Not
She
Ace
won
Night.
4 times Sosenkyo, and these are the 4 songs she did.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, like but let's be honest, Love Trip was Sayane. That wasn't Sashi. Sashi,
okay.
Sashi's song, but all you could hear is Sayane's voice on that. I mean, she
That's true.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
And Nacha.
Yeah, not fun. But the thing is, it's like Kusera Fortune Cookie, one of the biggest, most important smash hits ever in AKB's history, right up there with Heavy Rotation. And you know, Halloween Night, terrible song, but it's grown on me tremendously since it's come out. I hate songs that are holiday based. I just hate them. But
It's
fun
visually it's very appealing. I still remember
Oh.
Mayu. I still remember Watame Mayu being in there going like this part and this like.
No problem.
Yeah.
Love Trip is pretty. Tsukinanda's whatever, but visually Tsukinanda's pretty cool. But it's like I want another Koisuro. I want something that blows Koisuro out of the water. This is your goodbye. And also I'm getting pretty emotional the more and more I'm thinking about Sashi not being in the group. Like I'm really starting to feel it like here in Japan. Like I'm just like AKB without Sashi, even though she's pretty much been MIA. But it's like it's weird. It's like it's almost as weird as thinking how it was when Achan left. Although
Yeah.
I came in the fandom literally the month she left. But like I imagine for the fans then, for those that are supporting Sashi, it's got to feel that way even more now because she's been in it much longer than Achan.
Will you be going to the concert?
It's really like I'd say yes, but here's my problem: I can't buy a ticket in advance because I don't know if Necroma will have a show that night. If they have a show that night, so I don't want to spend all that money, and then I can never miss a show for Necroma. So it's like and then they don't do like I can't just walk up to the stadium like, oh, I need a ticket. Like
True.
you gotta go through this huge elaborate process just to get a chance for a ticket. It's like I don't want to go through all that. So no, probably, but if I find out the schedule ahead enough and I can somehow manage to get a ticket, then yes, I 100% want to go. It's a train right away. It's easy.
Cool. Any other thoughts on the the senbatsu list and the upcoming single then?
If I were to go by with the coupling songs, nice to see Sakamichi AKB making a return, and the big collab with Ice One is on this, going to be on this one as well. So I'm
Yeah,
pretty
right.
interested actually.
Yeah. So. Okay. Here's a little rant coming. Just a little rant.
Yeah. Okay.
If you were making such a big deal that Eyes One is going to be this separate thing for 2.5 years, why is there still collaborating with the 48 group? Colin.
Colin.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
It's just, I'm getting a little bit like, could you just not be like saying, just have the balls to say, it's like, okay, 2.5 years, we don't need Miyawaki Sakura, we don't need Yabuki Nako, or it's like, we're just going, you do you thing in Korea, worldwide, international. No, we're gonna have a Japan release. Song is not bad, MV, I don't know, that doesn't matter. I mean the situation. And it's not like money. Of course it's money. Because everybody wants money. But if you want to prove that you don't need someone else, then collaborations are fine once in a while. But right now, everything is IZ*ONE added, just added two in there. I do like Sakamichi being in there because that's something special, even though it's been increasing as well, because I don't believe it was a long time ago since we had a collaboration with Sakamichi.
I'll take a quick look. Just keep on talking.
It's not on Jabaja. It's not
No,
on Teacher.
it was Jabaja, I think.
Maybe,
With Neru being
yeah.
center.
It's very possible. I only remember
Kokyo no Jidai.
possible Jabaja. That
Something
was
like that.
only group songs.
Still.
Could have been, yeah.
Well, it's
Yeah,
been,
it was on Jabaja. It was actually on Jabaja.
it's been a year ago, so maybe it's now a yearly tradition to go in there. And now they're adding. I had this huge rant that I want AKB singles to be only with AKB coupling songs and not with the group.
Same.
I will make I'll let this one go in only because it's a Sashihara graduation single.
Mhm.
So I will let this fly, just to have every group in there. But if you're adding IZ*ONE, add to this as well. That's another spot on the CD. Or you said call it money, money, money. You're now gonna have, so currently you have A, B, C, D, E. I believe is the max they ever did.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get probably an F, G, and a theater version. No. Just no. I am not going to get every copy that's like more than a quarter. No, is it more than a quarter? Let me think.
No?
No, it's not a quarter of the alphabet, right? 1, 2, 3, 4,
No, no,
5,
no,
6,
no.
7. Yes, more than a
Oh,
quarter.
yeah.
It's more than a quarter.
Ah.
So
Well, moment. I'm not talking about the IZ*ONE release yet because that one is actually has 12.
Robin has finally graduated from 48 Talk. We knew this was going to happen. I've my speech right here. Oh, damn it. Someone is a little bit cranky.
it's the Red Bull.
It's giving you wings to go away.
I'm flying away. I don't want to be here anymore. 12? Why? Because every member, of course.
Every member, yeah.
And when you're gathering pictures, it's be like, oh, it's still random, so you still have to. Oh, such a. Anyway. I just hope the coupling songs will be on there and will be very much enjoyable. I am probably going to get one version, the best version I like, and that's it. Nothing else. So, any other thoughts, guys? Colin.
I hadn't said anything. I want to add one member switch if we, what Derek just did. Sugawara Maya for switching out for Furatano. I mean,
Furatano.
I mean, come on. Okay. I like the size. It's smaller. It's 21. I prefer that. I really want to like it. I really want to like it. I really do. Sorry, not sorry, but I'm sick to death for No Rayman. I want to forget it. So I really want something to really get me going. I really want to. And with Sashi being center, that has hope.
There was one thing that no one did bring us, and that's from Teammates.
Shitami.
So she's in it now. So now we can see more of her talent in this version, and this is the one they will go all out. It's been building for how many years that we had not a decent AKB song, but one that knocked out of the park. So,
it's been a long time.
Just too long, yeah.
Hopefully.
It's like, come on, man. We need our fix.
I hope it will be great. One thing that I found to be slightly odd, there are only 3 versions. So there's an A, and B, and a C. That's it. The A type A will have a AKB senbatsu coupling song. Hey.
Yep.
Type B will be the Sakamichi AKB, and Type C will be the IZ*ONE 48, 46.
That's such a weird crew, but still.
Yeah, it's
sneaky because you want them all 3.
they could have come up with probably with something better.
It's free. It's just that's okay. That's the
Sekai
limit.
Works better, but IZ4648 that's too much. But either way, it's 3. I think that's small. I don't know why, but okay. Depends on what we're getting. Like Robin, I'm only going to buy 1 CD probably. For the one that I like. Oh, and not forgetting Sashi graduation song on all the types.
Yeah, of course.
I wonder what that will be. I have no clue. Maybe something.
Bring
fun.
it on Apple Music, and everything is forgotten. That's
I
the
can't
one
promise
thing.
you that.
It's Ice One is on Apple Music completely. Their newest single is on there. Keyakizaka is on Apple Music. NoAKBNoLife is on Apple Music. AKB still on Apple Music. Come on, just bring me it. Let me download everything. I have a subscription, so I can listen to anything I want. Why is this just a simple concept?
I have no clue. I have no
clue,
answer
man.
to that. So I hope it will be great. I hope that we're getting it soon, because it's February already, and the release is next month. So I really hope they don't do a Jabaja again, where it's like only in this tiny week we do everything, and then we're going to the next one because 4 months. So thank you. And
I'm still saying it.
Okay.
No, so thank you.
I have something. Monday I saw Vivian doing showroom. You know what she had? In above her. Where they put
Her header, yeah.
She said, showroom daily until Sosenkyo. So I'll leave it at that. At least that's.
Didn't she ever change it since that period?
No, I don't think so. She has been doing it every day. At least when I'm awake, so that I can see it.
They haven't announced it yet, and I'm still believing they won't.
I think they will. But I hope the single will be great. I hope a fun title, fun song, something.
Okay.
Something like her last song.
Let's speculate a little bit on this. What would the title be for Sashihara's graduation song?
Maybe English again. We've had. Well, Jabaja doesn't count because that's nonsensical. Teacher, Teacher, Sentimental Train, No Way Man. It's all English. Maybe English again.
Probably.
Or maybe
maybe in the style, maybe a title with something related to Morning Musume as well, because
that would be great.
She actually is a fan of Momu, so.
Oh, she's a huge voter for everything. I hope so. I don't know what the title will be. Maybe I just hope something that it fits her. Something. I really love Tsukinanda, so anything remotely like that, I'm fine with. But we don't know.
All right, here's my title basically.
Okay, yeah.
I think it will be called Memory.
Ooh. Yeah, maybe.
Well, maybe in the Japanese, I don't know, but I think it will be something like that.
Okay, we'll see. I actually kind of want that now too. That sounds fitting.
It might be cool if she did something like kind of similar to what you're saying, Robin, like Natsukashi, like nostalgic.
Nostalgic, yeah.
Natsukashi something like Natsukashi da 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 da. Like I could see her doing something like that, but then I don't know because I don't want this to be a sappy graduation song. Like it's got to be.
Oh no! It's got to be something really that knocks out of the park. But I think the title will be that.
Yeah, like it doesn't necessarily have to. Like I don't see it being like a club banger or anything like that. But another Koisura where it's just this catchy, great idol song. And I think if it's Sashi, she's gonna go more idol to to keep them they root. It'll be definitely more idol feeling than it would be, I think, anything else. So there's good chance I probably won't like it, but I don't know because like Koisuro, like I fell in love with like not instantly, but it took me a few times. But then I was like, yeah, this is like legendary. Like it achieved legendary status pretty fast. So I think like if they have a power hook, something they've been waiting, like maybe this song that they've actually been developing for a couple years now. They knew Sashi's gonna graduate. Like okay,
from the shelf.
We've been working on it. Boom, let's pull it out.
Oh, there are the two guys coming in with the keys and just turning around. Do not open until it's like.
Yeah, graduates. Yeah, and then they pull it out. And it's like the golden turned amazing song, right? It'd be great.
All right, I'll make the title then because you're like maybe idol Memory of Love, something like that.
Maybe.
I hope so. Not that cheeseball, but we'll see.
Something something that we can enjoy.
Yeah.
All four of us. I mean, that would be a huge wish.
That would be
Miracle.
incredible.
I would love
A
that.
miracle indeed.
Okay, so Derek, I believe you had something to talk about.
Yeah, I have a lot of stuff to do for like the recommendations, things like that. I can end on that. If you guys all want to go first, I'll just end.
Okay, so do we have anything else before we then go to our recommendations for next week?
No.
Good.
think we
No,
covered
I
it.
think we covered a lot. We're already an hour and a half in, so hopefully
Ah,
people
yes.
aren't like
Yes.
going to this, hearing us mumble to all these things. Yeah, let's do it then. Let's go to our
Okay.
recommendation for next week. So, for me, what do I have for recommendation for next week? I believe only on Nogizaka46 side something comes out very special. Something that's thinking maybe of going to the same level as Passport from Shirai Shimai. It's Iketa Erika's photo book. I believe that's coming out.
Oh.
Ah, yeah. There you go.
And currently that's a very much contender. By the way, here's maybe a plug for those guys. The other group, the Slope Club, they are doing actually a giveaway for the Iketa Erika
yeah.
photo book. They have actually an extra copy to give away, and the way to enter is follow them on Instagram. So you just type in Slope Club on Instagram and you follow them, and then go to their Twitter, and they made a tweet out of this. And the way to enter is you reply on a comment of Iketa Erika, and they'll pick out a winner on their podcast, and then who knows, maybe you'll be the lucky winner of a photo book. I entered, so maybe I'll be next time league. And everybody's gonna be like, fixed.
Yeah.
So I would say that's my biggest recommendation for next week. It's again where we're going to the quiet week, but I think, Colin, our curse will be so strong the moment we upload it. It's like preview time or short version time.
Oh
Or
yeah, like
Yeah.
Sunday. It's like Sunday morning in Japan. Maybe like in a few hours, maybe even Monday morning. It's like, boom, here it is. Have fun, YOLO. You know.
Yeah.
I'll make a short
YOLO.
video and post something on Twitter on that, more my reaction.
Damn it. Why again?
Okay.
But hey, at least we have it and we'll be happy.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
We'll see. DX, what do you recommend for next week?
Well, there is this certain interview I've been working on.
Oh, really?
But
What-
the transcript is pretty much done. I still only need to time it, but I think I should be able to be done Sunday in the evening, I think.
Can I just say quickly, I want to thank you so much for the hard work you're putting into this. For the people who don't know, so we had a slight audio problem since it was like more an impromptu interview. We didn't have extra audio mics. Now I know why people use a boom mic for all these interviews or something extra in that, because otherwise you don't hear anything in an interview. My voice is very low and loud, so I'm not the problem. When for other people, it's like you just hear him basically. It's like, what? What are you saying? So he had to just transcript this entirely and just hear us, me and Colin, just talk, and just type. And it's like, I think you were busy for like an hour or two, and you're like, cool, first 5 minutes are done. It's like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
So thank you so much, and for everyone who edits, basically, for everyone who subs, man, this is hard work, I believe, and Dirk, I really truly appreciate what you're doing. So continue.
Yeah, that's so. I should be done Sunday in the evening, but I'm not going to release it just yet because this will actually be a dual release. It will be subtitled in both English and in Thai.
Mm-hmm.
So please look forward to it.
Very good. So we'll hopefully see that soon, and thank you for the fans who really want to see this interview for waiting, and hopefully you enjoyed it. And let me know what you guys think in the comments, because we're open for feedback. I think it was for basically one of our first interviews on that side.
The first.
Yeah,
The very first, actually.
on that level, we did some fun interviews as well. You go to our Patreon 48 Talk. You can see us at the Anime Con asking people who didn't follow it. So.
Okay.
Anything else, DX?
No, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it on my end.
Colin.
Okay, I have two things. In a few hours, Taniguchi Megu and Iwata Tesaho will be having their Seitansai. That would be great. 2 Team B stages on a day. Love it. Love Team B. Love these girls. And speaking about subbing,
Setting the
SKE
alarm in
Bingo.
the meantime, by the way.
SKE Bingo, the first 2 episodes have been subbed.
SK
Oh,
Evolution?
Yes, you have to Google SK Evolution, and you'll find their Facebook page, and they have like episode 1 and 2 English subbed. I
Thank
would
you
say
so
Oh.
much.
Nice. I'm totally doing that.
I'm
Like,
gonna watch this right after.
right after. Yep.
Okay.
Thank you, Colin.
It's I saw it. I was like, people need to know, and I'd say thank you and like their pages and enjoy it.
What
The
is it
first
again?
episode was great.
SKE Evolution.
SKE Evolution. Oh, no,
Okay.
SK Evolution.
Oh, SK Evolution.
I'm going to put the links in the description. so-
another link.
Add it to the list.
Yep.
Another link. Okay, that's fine. That's the only thing.
All right.
Cool.
Derek.
Got lots. First of all, my biggest and number one most important recommendation is watch DX's interview. When it comes out, all the Thai fans, I don't need to tell this to, but all of our regular fans, please do that. DX has been working on this a lot. We're lucky to have such talent just among the 4 of us here. All the people we've talked to, we've had on the show over the years, all been tremendous, and we are very much plugged into when people do creative stuff. Bless you. So I think like really amazing work, DX. I don't even need to see it right now to know that you put so much effort into it. It's going to be incredible. So kudos to you, man. Like I don't know. That's look what happened. And again, this is a Thai fan thing. The Thai fans, and they showed us they wanted it, and look what we're doing. So
Yep.
if you don't think you have a voice here, you do. So that's something to remember. We even we read all the comments. Colin's been amazing about doing comment responses for me. That's been good because my computer broke about earlier this week, which totally destroyed my whole week. So I've been slowly getting my documents and stuff back and getting a new computer. But I did take time, like on Thursday, I think, to respond to all the non-Thai comments. Me and Colin pretty much have that handled. But yeah, thank you. Thank you for that.
Thank
Colin.
you do an amazing job as well.
No. It's fun. It's a labor of love. Our fans are the best. I genuinely, like, when I'm on the train, I'll flip to our page and I'll refresh and I'll be like, I hope somebody's commented because I'll read them. Yeah. So lots of love, and lots of love to UDX for giving our fans, especially the Thai fans, something to do. So I'm terrible at this hard stuff. Anyways, okay. a couple well wishes. Takashi Jerry, wish you well. She was hurt this week in a car accident. She wasn't driving though, yeah?
No, she wasn't driving, and there's no I think just a few bruises and scratches, but not a severe bone break or anything. So basically, she took the week off. Problem is, her birthday stage was there live, so they now have to move it to a further date. And but I believe she's fine. She's taking a rest. Recover well, I would say. I think she's a fighter. She will be back soon.
She's tough. Yeah, we wish her a speedy recovery. Hope she gets she's okay. No harm done. Take as much time as you need, Jerry. We love you. Also, Nogi Nick. Nogi Nick has done stuff with me on the Witching Hour. He had surgery on his knee on actually Monday, the day of the Witching Hour recording. And still in the morning, he was talking to me. He was talking to us after. He's doing well. He's doing really well. Yesterday, I think his pain subsided pretty well. So been keeping in touch with him, but please give Nogi Nick some well wishes on Twitter if you can. Big in Japan, go there, give him some love. This guy is amazing. He's the reason why Witching Hours happen. He brought us all together. Just one conversation. Yeah, we love him. We love him. He's great. He's wonderful, and I wish him a speedy recovery. I hope he gets back to our show. We miss him. Although me and Ricky, we did it ourselves this week on Witching Hour. I hope people saw it, enjoyed it. We have a new studio that we moved to. Emery co-hosted with us and did a good job, along with Anna.
With
another comedian.
the beans throwing for the demons.
Yeah, we talked about that. Fun. And we had like a Batsu game, him and Michelle, and it was really fun. It was good. We did the most game. It's like I forget what it's called in Japan, but basically a cycle game where like you talk about like the most time you were ever angry or whatever, and you roll dice for it. So we did that. It was a lot of fun. If you get a chance, go check it out. It's actually on the Necronomidal YouTube account because we've now switched from Twitch to YouTube, and we got a ton more views, ton more followers. Definitely awesome, and it's there. It's archived, so you can check it out. So there's that.
Yeah, and then one more injury than we're talking about because it comes always in 3. Matsuo Kaori is also in a wheelchair currently, and I believe, well, Colin, you also said it's like her concert stage. She fell basically from a stage, and then there's like a flower gag, but I think she didn't fell right on her knee, so she couldn't walk.
Maybe that's my speculation.
I think it's like a twisted ankle situation because it doesn't like anything was in a cast, but just to keep her safe. She had like a crutches handshake event. So wishing that also a speedy recovery.
Yes.
Continue
very
there.
Good, very good. Speaking of witching hour, like I was saying, we obviously tomorrow we won't have it because we're bi-weekly, but the following week we have like a post-Valentine's Day show. We may have some very special idols on there in addition to our own. So we've been looking into getting some idols as guests, friends of ours, to come on and see what we can do for variety fun, have battles, things like that. Like we might play a What's in the Box game with them. I don't know. We have a lot of we actually I don't want to give away the surprise, but we get the idols that I want us to get. It will be hysterical next week. So please make sure you tune in. I'll remind us again, I think next week. I think we'll do our program before that. I don't know. But so Witching Hour is something to check out. Also this week on, let me see, it's well, it's noon on Tuesday Japan time, so I don't know what that is. I think that's Wednesday or something on American time, but noon Japan Standard Time, I will be on the podcast A to J Connections. They have a program that they do. They're pretty, I don't say they're big. I don't know if they're big or not. But last year when I did Eats Meets West, they were the first to come on and basically trash and destroy me and basically say what I was doing was terrible. And they weren't very nice about any of it. They were extremely inconsiderate of what I was doing. But in fairness to them, they just didn't understand what I was doing and they didn't know what I was doing. So I had approached them last year actually about this. I was like, why didn't you guys just have me on? I could easily have explained what I was doing. So 90% of your critiques would have been answered. Well, here it is a year later and they're finally gonna have me on to talk about like bringing idols and things like that over from Japan to America and other overseas. So they want to talk about that as a broad subject. I'm sure we're going to talk a little bit about last year and I have no problem addressing what they said, but I'm also not looking for a fight or anything because I mean they invited me, so but I did find it curious. So I don't know why now a year later.
Be careful. Controversy creates cash. So
yeah, I'm definitely hitting the button if that happens. Like I don't need that in my life. I'm very comfortable doing what I'm doing. I don't care if people have a problem with it or not. I really don't because it doesn't matter because I see the joy it brings to the people that I'm doing it for. So as long as those people keep supporting what I'm doing, those are my people I'm going for. But having said that, I am looking forward to it. It should be a fun discussion. Manny's the guy who runs it. He seems cool. Like he's being super polite, respectful. Switched around the dates for me so I could even do it, which was cool because I had a conflict with schedule. So I props to them. If you're around, you want to check out A to J. I think on Twitter they have the links, announcements for all that. It'll be on Discord. So definitely check that out. Looking forward to a good, fun, hopefully mature discussion that won't veer off into anything negative. And, hopefully I can address whatever concerns they have about what I do. Having said that, that segs into one of the other things I want to say. So Eats Meets West Volume 2 looks like it's going to happen. I'm about 80% at this point. I don't know what exactly. That's being decided. Everything right now is hinging on another show. I work for Necroma, so Necromidal is always my #1 priority. After working with Oya Hollow, Yanamu, Hanako. Nothing against those groups. I love them. They're like family to me at this point. But I just feel my heart's with Necroma. Necroma's like, I mean, I live and die with those girls. They had a show in Kichijoji last week, right after the witching hour, actually, on Monday, and they went 210%. They were all heart. They're learning brand new songs, like Michelle and Kunogi are trying to learn everything so fast, having a hard time with it because Necroma's dances are not easy. And it was all heart that night. I mean, it was all heart. And it was like Ray pushed herself so much. I mean, I thought she was going to die after the show. I mean, she was a mess. And it's just like, you know, I've seen these girls push and push and push. And it's like, I love them. And I will do anything for them. So anything I'm doing, STUnited, any shows, it's all for them. So I'm right now waiting on a show offer that we may or may not be getting that's very big. And if that show happens, and I think that'll be a good catalyst for STUnited. I would like to know, for those of you that do know Underground Idols, who would you want me to bring? I posted a couple polls on the Japanese Music Experience on Facebook, as well as Alternative Idols Facebook group. So go check that out. Right now, the group that's winning is actually the group that I kind of want to bring more than anyone else. Burst Girl, that used to be Guso Drop. Oh, go ahead.
No, go continue. I have a group actually. I wanted to ask you about this, so I need to follow this up. But continue.
Yeah. So anyway, so I'm just saying, if you have a chance, if you're on any of those Facebook groups, go give your vote, or just leave in the comments. Let me know who you'd want me to bring. You know, I'm open to a lot of ideas. I want to bring a couple groups this time, maybe 2 or 3. I want to make it a little bit bigger than last year, but we'll see. You know, it comes down to money. But I think I can do it. I think if the same group of fans come through and they give me the same amount of money that we got last year, I could actually bring more groups, because I can manage it with less members. Yanamu last year brought 8 people, so it was there 4 girls plus 4 staff. So if I translate that into 2 idol groups, that's 2 idol groups plus Hanako. I'd have 3 groups this year instead of just 2 plus Necroma for 4. So there's a good chance that I may bring more. We'll see. But I'd have to get the same amount of money as I got last year. But if I get that, I can do it. So as long as the same fans give me what they gave me, it should be a problem. But that's all going to be decided later. I don't even know if I'm going to do it yet. It was big. It took up a huge suck of my time in life. So I don't know if I want to do it per se. But right now it's about 80%, because I see a value to it.
Have you heard about this group called Kimiro Project? Is that something?
No, tell me.
Monochrome? Monochrome Kimiro Project. That's something. I saw this from a streamer who's in Japan, and he actually went to an idol show, underground show, and from what I saw, they were, you know, pretty interesting. It was basically an underground idol show. So I was wondering, because you're in the scene, that was something you would know what.
I mean, there's like 10,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, there's so many idol groups that we even played with a couple times. I couldn't even point them out to you if we play with them again, because it's too much. And also, a lot of times at the Taibans, where we play with a lot of groups, I'm not even watching the show because I'm busy with Ricky doing business. Like, we're talking, or we're dealing with the Necroma girls, or sometimes we're not even at the shows. Like, we'll go get something to eat because we have work to do. So it's like, I'm lucky if I get to watch an actual performance at a Taiban. Although me and Ricky do try to watch some groups. Like we do what we can, but it's all work, you know. But again, that's not saying anything. I do go to Taibans on my own, but a lot of times I just go to a few groups, and a lot of the groups that I like last month, they're all gone, or their members that I liked have left. It's like, it's the Idol Apocalypse last month, so it's like, and it's still going. Another huge group just announced like they're graduating, and it's like, I just can't even believe it. So it's like, I'm trying to cut back on that more and focus more on the work end. Having said that too, tonight it should be a Cyclone is our very first Necroma's very first monthly Techi that we're doing. A Techi is like a monthly sponsored show by an idol group. A lot of groups do it. We're going to show part 1 of our movie that I went and filmed last week and froze to death doing. So it's gonna be fun. I've seen the footage. It's amazing. It's fun. I can't believe it's just crazy. I was there, and like, I don't know, it's so cool. But anyways, So if you are in Japan, if you have nothing to do tonight, you don't mind braving the cold, if it's supposed to snow more later, please come out to be a cyclone. It's going to be fun. We're playing some great groups tonight, I believe. I think we're with Hamada System tonight. Hamada is graduating here in a couple months, so want to be one of your last chances to see them. I believe they're on a show. We have a bunch of groups, so please come check that out. And yeah, that's it. That's all. I know that was a lot. I'm sorry, guys, but it's just lots.
Always fine, Derek. This is why this platform is here. You know, thank you as always on that side. So it's very informative. But that's it for this week. So
yes,
everybody, bottom of hearts, thank you for watching this week's episode of 48 Talk, and we'll see you next time then. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye.
Yeah.
55th single will be called Nostalgic Love.
Oh.